In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to fix circular reference warning in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel and go to the workbook where you're seeing the warning. If you've ever entered a formula and Excel immediately alerts you with a circular reference message, don't worry. This is a common issue, and once you understand what it means, it becomes much easier to fix. A circular reference happens when a formula directly or indirectly refers back to its own cell. Excel shows a warning because this creates a loop, and the program can't calculate the result properly in a normal way. In other words, the formula is trying to use its own answer to calculate itself, which causes confusion for Excel. Let's look at a simple direct example. If cell A1 contains the formula equals A1 plus 10, that formula is referring to A1 while sitting inside A1. Since the cell depends on itself, Excel treats that as a circular reference. This is one of the easiest types to identify because the problem is happening in the same cell where the formula is entered. There's also something called an indirect circular reference, and this one can be a little trickier to spot. For example, if A1 contains equals B1 plus 10 and B1 contains equals A1 plus 5, then A1 depends on B1 and B1 depends on A1. Even though neither formula refers to itself directly, together they still create a loop. That's why Excel flags this as a circular reference as well. To find the circular reference in your worksheet, go to the Formulas tab at the top of Excel. From there, click Error Checking, and then choose Circular References. Excel will display a list of the cell or cells involved in the problem. This is extremely helpful because it saves you from searching through formulas manually, especially in larger spreadsheets. Once you see the list, click on one of the cells Excel shows you. Excel will jump directly to that location in the worksheet so you can inspect the formula. At that point, carefully check whether the formula is referring back to itself directly or whether it's linked in a loop with another cell. This gives you a clear starting point for correcting the issue. The key idea is to identify where the loop begins so you can adjust the formula logic. Even if the warning seems frustrating at first, Excel is actually helping you pinpoint the problem. Once you know where to look, circular references become much easier to understand and manage.